We're talking with Twilight star Marisa Quinn about all things Breaking Dawn Part 2. In Hollywood, I'm Todd Gilchrist, Senior Film Editor for Celebuzz. Welcome to Celebuzz, Marisa. How you doing?
Hi, I'm great. How are you?
Good, good. Thank you so much for coming in. Just to get started, talk about Huilin and how sort of you tapped in to this character because she has such a tragic backstory.
Yeah, she does. I really just connected to the fact that she's native. She's from South America. She's very connected to the earth and humanity. And one of the reasons she had such a hard time with being a vampire in the first place is because she had such a connection with humanity and the respect for humanity. And I think that is a major thing that she has in common with the Cullens.
Well, when you have this sort of backstory, which in a way very directly sort of mirrors what's going on sort of in the present time, how much do you think about that as an actor when you're, in the middle of, the epic action or whatever else is going on in this particular story?
Sure, it's definitely something I think as an actor I prepare for ahead of time, and I really internalize the character and everything she's been through. So all that information is there, and when I get on set, in the scene, I'm just present in the scene, and all those things, all that preparation that I did before is just informing my action.
Sure, sure.
Yeah.
How easy was it for you to sort of acclimate yourself to the ensemble? Because, this is the 5th movie.
Right.
These people have been working together, 4 times in the past, or, Breaking Dawn being sort of one giant juggernaut. By the time you got there, I mean, how easy was it for you to sort of join them and feel like a part of that family?
Yeah, I have to say I was shaking in my boots when I walked in that set. I didn't know what to expect, and I was walking onto set with the most famous people in the world. And before I even had a chance to be scared, honestly, they made me feel so at home. Before I had even stepped on set, Bill Condon stopped what he was doing and came over to introduce himself. The minute I got on set, Rob and Kristen introduced themselves. Everybody was just so warm and kind, and they were like, welcome to set. And JD plays my nephew Noah. We were just so impressed with how kind and warm everyone was. It just seemed like there was a big family, and we were immediately welcomed.
Sure, sure. Well, what maybe did you learn from them, if they told you anything, or just maybe from watching them, did you learn about bringing one of these characters to life? Because there are so many expectations. The fans of this are obviously so passionate that they come in going like, well, this character better be the way that we imagine it, or else we're going to revolt,
Exactly, yeah. I definitely, I read interviews that the cast had done beforehand about their preparation, and having been a fan of the books and the films myself for years before I even got cast, I knew the responsibility that was involved upon getting a role in this film. So I definitely prepared, and just, I think every vampire is their own, human being, and they have their own qualities that are special about them. So I hope that I was able to bring Huilin's special magic to the screen.
Sure, sure. Well, how daunting is the prospect of the celebrity or the visibility that a movie like this is going to give you? I mean, it's kind of, there's nothing bigger,
Exactly, absolutely. It happened almost immediately. As soon as my name was announced, people were finding me on Twitter and Facebook, and I'm talking people from all over the world. I was getting tweets in different languages, and it was incredible. I mean, it's the best. It's beyond amazing.
Are you ready for sort of that media scrutiny that has seemed to ensue with virtually anyone even remotely associated with Twilight?
Right. Yeah. You know what? I mean, I take it with a grain of salt. I feel like you can't take anything personally if it's great or it's bad. It is what it is, and I think that I really think Rob and Kristen and Taylor and all of them have done such a great job of just being who they are and doing the best they can, and being awesome people and letting the world say whatever they want to say.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, thank you so much for coming in.
Sure.
And for all things Breaking Dawn Part 2, head to celebuzz.com.